used to run around, round, 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 so lost in all of my doubt, doubt, doubt. How is it possible to stay true when the whole world's coming up against you? But could it be that the spirit in you and me is the very thing that lets us say yes we can? And it's the reason that we raise our hands, and when we fall we get it up again. So when they say we'll never make it, tell them again. Yes we can. Yes we can. Yes we can. Yes we can. So take a look around, round, round, round. So many people knocked down, down, down. Now if you're moving to the power of love, then take a hand and help somebody stand up. 'Cause on our own, we are headed down a dead end road. But our God is with us, so we say yes we can. And it's the reason that we raise our hands, and when we fall we get it up again. So when they say we'll never make it, tell them again. Yes we can. Yes we can. Yes we can. Yes we can. So if you think you can't take it, and if you're feeling alone, together we can face it. So here we go. So here we go. We'll let them know. We'll let the whole world know. Oh, yes we can. And it's the reason that we raise our hands, and when we fall we get it up again. So when they say we'll never make it, tell them again. Yes we can. And it's the reason that we raise our hands, and when we fall we get it up again. So when they say we'll never make it, tell them again. Yes we can. Don't let them say that we're too young. Yes we can. Don't let them say that we're too weak. Yes we can. Don't let them say that we can do it. Yes we can. Yes we can.
In the face of escalating prices across the board, we thought we'd bring in a certified financial planner to speak to us and perhaps give us some tips on what we can do. Tsungai Masendeke joins us now. Tsungai, very good afternoon to you. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News. Fuel is above 25 Rand a litre, headline, and food inflation also up. How does one prepare themselves for now and what's surely going to come in the future in terms of even more increases?
Good afternoon, Zinga. Good afternoon to your wonderful viewers. So I think the first thing I can say is fill up your tank tonight. That is the best preparation you can actually give yourself. Go to the fuel station closest to you and fill up, all right? But having said that, I think there are quite a number of things that our consumers can actually look out for in terms of managing their current expenses. One of them would be to check whether or not you can actually get a more competitive short-term insurance policy or benefits from your current provider or from other providers as well. So check on your short-term insurance, check on your medical aid. Can you actually downgrade to a premium that is much more affordable without compromising in terms of the benefits that you'll get? Check on things like your long-term insurance. Can you actually afford to decrease the benefits? Obviously, making sure that they're still in line with the needs that you need to make sure are well catered for. So I think those are some of the things that consumers can do in the short term just to alleviate these increasing costs in the living expenses.
So now, often in a time of crisis, people say this is the time, even if you don't have big savings, that you should be focused on saving more, and just explain the importance of that, and also explain how if consumers are feeling the pinch more, they're supposed to be able to be saving more.
Great one, Zinga. So I think 2020 taught us something extremely profound, that nothing is certain, but you always have to be prepared for change. So you're right. As much as the cost of living is increasing, it's an opportunity for you to actually save more. So saving doesn't necessarily mean being in a position to actually put in additional money into an investment or a savings vehicle. It also means making your current budget as lean as possible. And as I alluded earlier in the conversation, key things you can look at are short-term insurance, your long-term insurance, as well as your medical aid. Then in terms of being in a position to actually put aside money, it's very important for you to have an emergency fund, Zinga. I cannot overemphasize the importance of having at least 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses saved up. Because in an economy like we have right now, the possibility of retrenchment actually increases. But if you can safeguard yourself from that income volatility by having an appropriate emergency fund, you can actually increase your chances of surviving retrenchment, a reduction in income, which is what a lot of people have been facing in the last 12 to 24 months. So it is important to save. It's not just about putting money aside, but it's also about saving on your current expenses, making your budget as lean as possible.
What alternative solutions should people be exploring besides the one that you've spoken about when it comes to not just surviving but also thriving as well, being able to plan for their dreams, being able to reach certain goals that they want to set for themselves?
So a critical thing for me, which I've been punting for the last 3 years, is make sure you've got multiple streams of income.
Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to the second segment of our organic farming. My name is Pamela Kamzonda from Unique Farming Solutions. We measure and we believe organic is the way to go. I've got passion to change Africa so that we go back and farm organically. Welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Mahaga's greenhouse in Westgate, where we are doing our greenhouse tomato, Trinity F1, and it's 100% organic. We are now at flowering stage. Yes, it can be done organically, and our flowers are ranging from 16 to 23 on each cluster. So these are the flowers. Each cluster is this one. So on the clusters, we have got from 7 to 8 clusters, and we are now at 2 months old. So we have got a total of about 6 clusters, and each flowers is growing up to 23 flowers for now. So, and it's going up and up. And we have started the fruiting stage. Our tomato fruits are coming out. So the total number on this cluster, it's about 23 flowers, and the fruiting stage has already started. So mainly all the lower flowers have started the fruiting stage, and also the flowers are growing up. As you can see, it's all yellow inside. We are monitoring our twitter traps and our whitefly traps, because during this stage is when the whiteflies starts to accumulate. So we are trying to manage the levels using our sunlight liquids and also our chili sprays and our sodas. So we hope and pray for the best, and in Africa, in Zimbabwe, it can be done organically. Mr. and Mrs. Mahaga, congratulations. Thank you.